Mama.
Sure.
So let's see how our garlic did. All right, so last year you saw me plant garlic. I planted it up in the food forest. We've got it in our main garden. And eventually the food forest will have more of our annuals in, but the soil needs to improve in the food forest.
And by the way, welcome back to the Renewed Homestead. Ben and Denise, let's get to the garlic.
Sorry, yes. Welcome back. So we planted this. This was our first time ever planting garlic. We're not sure how we did. You can tell that garlic is ready because about a third of the garlic leaves start turning brown. So these definitely look ready to me. So we're going to pull it up and see how we did. The ground is a little dry. A couple weeks ago, we had a ton of rain and we've had hardly any rain for the last couple of weeks. So ground's a little dry, but we're going to go ahead and use a fork to loosen up the dirt and pull it out.
Did you want to mention the partner plant here?
Oh yes, we've got thyme right there. Just try to help. We have something getting to the cabbage, so we're trying to figure out what it is. We also have a ton of potato beetles this year. We did not have them at all last year. So we're bringing the guineas in to see how they do. And since the plants are a little more established, we're going to bring the ducks through. We pulled a lot off, but we're also just using nature to get rid of them. And we're going to be planting some more marigolds and some other herbs in here just to try to stop some of the bad pest pressure. We've also got a lot of flowers that are just starting to bloom. That's going to bring in the beneficial insects that will kill the bad insects.
It's one of the marigolds, and right at your feet is a volunteer sunflower.
Yes.
They're all over the place.
Sunflowers, tomatoes.
Yeah, so the tomatoes.
I joked with them. I said, why did we plant tomatoes this year? We have a ton of them coming up volunteer.
At least 50, I would say by now.
Yeah, so.
All right, dig?
Yes, let's see how we did. There we go.
Oh, goodness. Look at that.
Wow.
There's the
I
garlic.
would say we did pretty good. It's not huge, but it's pretty good size.
Don't forget
Now this here is the soft garlic. Over there is the hard neck. This is the soft neck. That's the hard neck. Not too bad for a first time, I think.
Whew.
All right, so this is the last spot. We have garlic, which is in the food forest around this apple tree. So let's pull the last up and then we'll see the haul. Here,
Tell you folks, Denise has come a long way. The comfrey's covered in bees and she's right next to it.
All right, so now that we have harvested our garlic, we are starting to bunch them together. We've already got a couple of bunches over here, so we're gonna put anywhere from 5 to 10 bulbs together. Now these here are all the soft neck garlics. This one's a good one. We're going to tie them up and then we're going to hang them up to cure for about 2 weeks. Now, you don't have to cure garlic. You can use it right away. Curing it just helps extend the shelf life and helps intensify the flavor a little bit.
I don't know if this is the best way to do it, but just tying a loop in the end. I know Billy would be disappointed in me. I guess it's longer than what I thought. So, since these have to hang head down, That is our sheep yelling.
Yeah, I'm gonna run up
Sounds
and
like,
see what's
sounds
going
like
on.
she's out.
All right, guys, our sheep are yelling, so we're gonna take a break and just run up and check on them, and we'll be right back.
Nursing.
Huh?
She's nursing.
Yeah, you're a little too old to nurse, don't you think? We're back. Sorry for the interruption. Wanted to make sure the sheep were okay. I think they saw us and they wanted a treat. They're spoiled.
They are very spoiled.
So we'll start this again.
So this string is really slick. It doesn't have a good grip to it, so.
Didn't realize that when we ordered it.
No, didn't know. I'm trying to think of a good way to get this tight so that they don't slip loose when they're drying either. All right, that should work. And we'll throw this up in the barn like we did the tree hay.
Yep.
Let them dry.
All right, so we're gonna finish this up and then we'll show you a picture when we're done. Now the biggest ones we are going to save is our seed garlic. I know that sounds counterintuitive because you're like, wouldn't you want to eat that? Yes, we do, but you want to propagate the best of your crop. So the biggest ones we are going to save for seed garlic next season. All right, so we've got the garlic harvested. We've got it curing up in the barn. There were a lot that were small. I think I'm probably going to plant them a little further apart. I planted them 4 to 6 inches. I think I'm going to give it a little more room next year. And I think I'm just going to put a little bit more of our liquid fertilizer and compost down. But I think for our first year, it wasn't too bad. A lot were fairly small, but we've got a lot of garlic that's going to definitely last us all year.
Yeah, that's more than we'll eat in a year, I'm sure.
Yeah, we're going to take some and put it in the Harvest Right freeze dryer and then put it into garlic powder. So we will take you along when we do that.
Oh, yeah.
But we'll need a couple of weeks for the garlic to cure.
Yep, so it's hanging up there, drying out. And we'll see what's next. Now I guess we got to get the onions out.
Yeah, our onions are, unfortunately, we got onion sets and we didn't do them from seed. I tried to do it from seed and
like a lot of our seeds.
Like a lot of the issues. I don't know what is going on with Baker Creek this year, but, unfortunately, I don't think I will be buying from Baker Creek again because we didn't even have a 5% germination rate. MI Gardner was a lot lower this year too, but at least we got germination rate from MI Gardner.
That's true.
So I'm going to take some, we do have some onion seeds, I believe. I'm going to take those and put them in the seedling trays and grow them. And then we're going to try to plant them out. It's a little late, but I think they'll be fine. So we can at least have some onions next year. But so we got onion sets. So I guess what happens is if you plant them and then there is a cold snap and then it gets warm again, since they're a biennial, they think that it's another season, and onions in their second season put seeds out. So the growth is every other year and then seeded every other year, I believe, is the onion, right?
Right. Well, carrots do the same thing.
Yeah. So for us, unfortunately, they think it's
Season two.
season two, so they're going to
we've
seed.
got, onion flowers growing.
Yeah, so I think one of them I'm going to let go to seed, so that way we'll have seeds next year. But then
Might
the
as
rest
well.
of them, the rest of them, everything I've read says if they've got flowers, do not cut off the flowers. Water will get in and could rot the plant. Just pull them. So we're going to have to pull those and just deal with small onions for now.
Oh, when you said water will get in, if you've not seen onions, their leaves are hollow. So you cut that off, now you've got open, for bugs to get in, rain, whatever. So
Yeah.
So we'll get them out of there. But we do have the Egyptian walking onions up there. So we have onions, but out of, what did we plant? Like 20 of those little bulbs?
I thought it was it 12? I don't
There
remember.
are a lot, but we've only got 5 up there, and 4 are very, very little, and one looks like it's going to produce okay, and then, that'll set up the bulbs. But, we'll show you what happens with those. But
Yeah, and the food forest soil is still not great. We're still building that soil. We're adding rabbit poop to it as well as to here, and the liquid fertilizer we made. So it's getting a lot better, but it's still not great soil. So we need to build the garden's better soil. I tell you, the corn garden that we have up there, our first corn garden, we've got another one over here that y'all saw us planting a couple weeks ago with the quad and the old time.
quad in the plow.
Right. That soil's phenomenal. So we're going to do, so this isn't bad, but that soil's better. And what we did actually last year with that is I took the chicken litter, I kept putting it on there, and then we threw the chickens in there during the winter. We're going to do the same thing with this. And then in the corn gardens, we're going to actually put some cover crops in to just add some additional nutrients. Yeah. So got some things we're going to do. We'll take you along this winter just to help continue to build our soil. Because as y'all know, this was very, very neglected, very bad soil when we all started.
Yep. And we're going to do an updated fertilizer video coming soon.
Yes.
Very soon. But
yes.
More on that later. So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're all garliced out.
Yes.
Maybe that'll drive the mice out of the barn, but looks like we might have a couple of barn cats
Yep,
coming.
we're grabbing a couple barn kitties. Got to do it.
You got to do it. You walk in there and the mice scatter, and they're out in there with the baby chicks and all that, and the guineas and the eggs, and we can't have that. So
no.
Like the guineas, they have a job to do. So
yep.
And if they don't do their job, put them in the freezer.
We will not. No, we will not put cats in the freezer.
Dogs won't know any different.
No, he's joking.
Am I?
Yes, you are.
Am I really?
Yes, you are.
Anyway. All right, are you done garlicking?
I'm done garlicking. I think it's time to go get some lunch.
It is, and drink and cool off a little bit. And although it's not too bad today, the clouds moved in, nice and breezy.
Yeah. No.
Okay, so be good to yourself, be good to each other. God bless, and we'll see you on the next video.
Bye, y'all.
Everybody. Don't forget the thumbs up.
Yes, and subscribe.
And subscribe. Bye.